Hello, I'm Jane Ramsey. Welcome. In this lesson, you will learn a simple, repeatable AI art workflow you can use to create a digital art image. I love to art journal, so I will be keeping this image in a digital art journal, and I may print it out and keep it in an actual journal. Here's what we're going to do. Today we'll go from prompt to image to journal layout in one easy pass. No tech anxiety, just practical steps you can use right away. First, you'll set an intention and choose a theme. I teach a lot of art journaling courses that help people live more fully and use their creativity, so I want to create an image that has an essence of personal growth. I suggest you also start by naming a clear intention for the image you want to produce. Go for a feeling, a phrase, or a question. For example, personal growth, self-care, renewal, curiosity, or what would I like to have more of? What would I like to grow in my life? And this will focus your prompts and your composition choices. Step 2 is to craft a concise image prompt. You write a focus prompt for an image model and use 3 parts: a subject, plus a style and feel, plus technical modifiers. Here's an example, and this prompt is in the video description, and you can copy it and tweak it. To me, a lotus blossom is a symbol of personal growth, so today I'm going to create an image of a lotus blossom. I'm going to write a prompt that says, solitary lotus emerging from mist, soft painterly watercolor, muted teal and gold palette, high detail, cinematic soft light, grain texture, square composition. Now, I like square images, but you might prefer a 3 to 4 vertical image. That's your choice. Then just type that prompt or copy and paste that prompt into ChatGPT or your chosen image tool. Generate some variations and pick the one that best matches your intention. Now, here's what generated for me. I think it looks great. Now, as I said, I'm using this to create a digital art journal. So I entered another prompt saying, please create a second image similar to this one so that I can use it on the facing page of my journal using the same background, misty feel, soft painterly watercolor, muted teal and gold palette, cinematic soft light, grain texture, no lotus. Here's what it generated. I think it looks perfect. Step 3 is to edit and refine your work. If needed, iterate the prompt. Tweak the color, add keywords, for example, more gold accents or less contrast, or use an in-painting edit tool to remove or reposition elements. When you're done, export a high-resolution PNG, and when you're satisfied, save the prompt and settings in a prompt log. Step 4, next, if you want to create on top of the image, you certainly can. You could print it out and collage over it, for example, adding words. Now, I like working digitally in Procreate, so I compose a journal spread in Procreate. I upload it into a square Procreate template that's 3000 by 3000 pixels and 300 dpi. I import the PNG as a layer, voila. And then I have options. There's so many options for what to do. I think I'll add some text, maybe a poem, a mandala. Step 5, you could add marks or mixed media details. You could use Procreate brushes, ink, charcoal, metallic, and add any kind of quick gestural frame or halo around the subject, or small symbolic marks like dots or arrows or a tiny yantra. As I said, I'll add a mandala under the poem. You can print and add in handwritten intentions or a short phrase in a visible area, or some other quote that's meaningful to you. Keep your marks loose. It's about mood, not perfection. Step 6 is your final layout in Canva. This is optional. You could export your page as a PNG, import it into Canva. If you want to add some clean typography, a homework box, or assemble a multi-page lesson PDF. Place the image and add a small text box with whatever intention you stated earlier, like renewal. Next, save, document, and I recommend journaling. If you like to save your work, and I recommend you do, you could save all your files, the editable Procreate master, a PNG, and I always save my prompts. In your journal, whether it's digital or physical, you can write a short reflection. What emotion did this image evoke? And note one small action inspired by your page. So let's just recap what we did. You chose an intention, you created a prompt, You generated image variations, you picked one, and made a journal page using the steps that we talked about. I'd love to see you post a share image and your prompt in the community. That's it. It's a simple, repeatable prompt to image to journal workflow. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you in the next lesson.